Hi, it's Nova here, and as you can tell, I'm not at one of the studios in Melbourne. We are in the Shala in Koh Samui, Thailand at the Vikasa retreat, which we've actually been running for 10 years. So we just finished our 2025 retreat, and there is no secret that this is my favorite week of the year. I feel completely nourished inside and out from so many epic yoga practice, amazing food, amazing connection, the vast ocean behind me or in front of me, looking out into just absolute beautiful, beautiful surroundings here on the retreat. And this retreat is special to me. I actually came to Vikasa prior to even owning Warrior One Yoga and came here just as a student to experience it. And I knew this place had this richness and a pull, an energetic pull that I knew we had to come here. And over the last 10 years, we've really been curating a retreat that is designed specifically for you. Whether you're somebody that's new to yoga, whether you're somebody that has been practicing for 20 years, this retreat really does cater for so many different levels and different abilities of practice. So, if you're wondering what a day in the life here looks like, I'll run you through it, and then Nat and Sarah will share about their experience of teaching on this retreat. So we start every single morning with waking up to the most ridiculous sunrise over the ocean. It's just so, so beautiful. And waking up with the sun, as we know, is very special. We then come upstairs to this shala where we practice. And the practices are long and expansive, and you can very much expect a long shavasana to match the efforts that you've put into your practice. After practice, we go to the Vikasa Life Cafe, which is just down here, and we eat the most beautiful, nourishing organic breakfast. They've really nailed the food here, and it's one of the massive highlights for many of the students, and it's a reason that we personally come back because the food is just phenomenal. I wish I could eat like this every day. It just feels really nourishing. So the breakfast is all fresh food, cooked eggs, and there is plenty of protein if that's something that you're worried about. There's definitely meat and chicken and fish and eggs and things like that. It's definitely not a vegan retreat. Then after that, we have plenty of free time to explore. So many people choose to go to the ocean or down to the beach, hang by the pool and enjoy a fresh coconut, or explore the island. There's really beautiful things to do on Samui, like going to an elephant sanctuary or a waterfall hike, or this beautiful place called Tamarind Springs. So there's really lots of options, or just rest. Having a nap during the day is a pretty special, luxurious thing to do. Then in the afternoons, we sometimes have some special workshops, which Nat and Sarah will talk about a little bit more, followed by a really long, delicious practice in the evening. And then, of course, dinner and connection with your new friends. So there's no secret that this is just a wow week. And you've probably heard in studio that a lot of yogis return because they really do have a very, very nourishing experience here. So I'll let Sarah and Nat take it from here, and thank you so much. We can't wait to have you in 2026.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Nat.
And we are so lucky we get to facilitate these beautiful Thailand Vikasa retreats. And what makes this retreat really special is that it's this beautiful combination of having enough time for connection and yoga, but also lots of space to try different things. So it's kind of like a holiday where you're doing yoga.
And I think it really allows you not just to connect to other people, but it allows you to connect back to yourself, which is really beautiful because then you get this deeper relationship with self whilst making the best of friends.
And you might be thinking, who am I going to come with? Can I come on my own? And we've had so many different people have really beautiful experiences, whether it's a mother and daughter, or a mother and son, or friends celebrating a milestone birthday, or even solo travelers. And I've done a yoga retreat on my own. It's actually a really nice way to meet like-minded people and connect.
And what I also really love, it's for all abilities, all levels. We've had people who have only ever done a couple of days of yoga in their life,
Yep.
and then people who have been practicing for years and years and years. So we've been able to cater to everyone to make sure they feel supported and held in the experience.
And all different ages, all different abilities, all different yoga levels, like Nat said. There's something here for everyone. It's an opportunity to slow down, connect with yourself, and maybe get back to your yoga practice or start a new hobby.
It's also just a really good way to have fun. We just like to play as well as do yoga. We play games, we tap into our childlike energy, we come back to our spirit, and it brings you back into wholeness.
It's really not like a serious yoga retreat, but it's also really connected and beautiful. You have the opportunity to be playful and energetic, but also have some downtime, some quiet time. And we love to offer the space for you to make it what you need. So you might have lots of time for connection and going on different excursions, or maybe you're taking quiet time to sit by the pool, to read or journal, watch the sunrise.
Yeah, so beautiful. And what I really love about this retreat at Vikasa is what Vikasa means.
Oh, good one.
It means to evolve. And so over the course of the retreat, you see people start to open. You start to see people's authenticity. You get to tap into those deeper connections rather than the surface layer, those things that we all really desire. Beautiful.
Start to feel more free, more light, and it helps that the food is delicious.
Food is delicious.
I love yoga. It's my favorite thing, but also the food here is so nice. It's fresh, it's delicious, it's like local beautiful fruits and veggies, but it's not like your typical maybe spiritual yoga retreat food that's just sad. It's bright and vibrant and delicious, and you feel really nourished.
And there's something really beautiful about sharing food together, sharing a meal, having deep conversations. And I was talking to one of the yogis just earlier for breakfast, and she was just saying how she'd learnt so much about herself on this retreat and how she had all these gems that she wanted to take with her into her daily life. And we discussed different ways and different things that we've done, such as the journaling, such as the practices, such as the games, and how you keep that alive within you and you don't lose it in the ordinary life. So the ordinary can become extraordinary.
And it's those simple pleasures. So having a morning yoga practice with your new group of friends, having a really beautiful meal, and then, I don't know, having a massage. It's not such a simple pleasure, but it is delicious. Or just having a moment to yourself out in nature. There's so many opportunities to have really beautiful moments and to hopefully take them back with you.
It's really special.
So you might be wondering, it's a yoga retreat. How much yoga are we actually going to do? Every morning and every evening, we've got a nice, long, juicy yoga practice. And the beautiful thing about being on retreat is it's also a holiday. So if you're here gung-ho, ready for every practice, and you really want to get involved, we'd love to have you join us. But on the other hand, if you want some time, downtime, relaxation, have a big sleep in, that's your choice. You get to come and go as you like. And for every single practice, we really believe in honoring what you really need. So listening to your body, taking good care of yourself, and come and go as you please. So there's plenty of opportunity to do hours and hours of gorgeous yoga practices, but also it's a choose your own adventure.
And you might be wondering what our practices look like. So in the morning, we do a really beautiful 2-hour-ish vinyasa practice. So it enlivens you, it brings you into your full vitality, it brings you back into your body so you feel really, really energized for the rest of the day. And it just feels so amazing. But the best part is we get to have these long shavasanas that you just don't have the opportunity for in a regular public class. The other beautiful thing, oh my goodness, this shala is spectacular. And during the morning, we open the doors so you get to practice with fresh air. Overview behind us, there's these turquoise water and ocean that's just so vast, so expansive. And you see these beautiful sunrises that just light up the sky and take your breath away. And it's just the most magical experience. Even just teaching, I'm just like, oh, it's wow. It's just wow.
The sensory experience in this beautiful place is really something you have to feel to believe. Mm-hmm. And then after your beautiful morning practice with a nice, luxurious shavasana, and then you've had delicious breakfast, some free time, some space. A couple of days during the week we have workshops, and Nat'll speak to that. But then every evening we've got a really beautiful, relaxing practice. So you get gifted a really special gift of these yoga tune-up balls that we use like a self-massage. You're probably going to also get a Thai massage, but extra massaging never hurts on holiday. So we use the balls to really loosen up the body and feel really liberated in your body. And then we also have some yin practices, nice deep stretching to really get into that juicy relaxation mode. And practices like meditation, yoga nidra, pranayama, and breath work. So we're using all the tools that we love to give you a really beautiful sensory experience internally that matches this beautiful external world. And then what about the workshops, Nat?
Well, the workshops. I love that we have the opportunity and the space to have these workshops where we get to start breaking down some of the fundamentals and the basics. So you get to learn the building blocks. Sometimes in public classes, you just kind of go in and things are breath, one movement. So you don't always know, am I doing this right? So we get to go slow. We get to break it down so you know exactly where you need to be in your body, because everybody is different, which is also the beauty of it, is you get to ask questions. So we pause, we stop, we reflect, we can walk around and look at each person's chaturanga, everyone's down dog. What does your upward facing dog feel like? Or if you have those little niggles when you do an up dog, you're like, oh, my lower back hurts. We can start to refine that so that your practice just is amplified to the next level. And the beautiful thing with that is then we have more advanced workshops later, but you have the building blocks for success. So we've seen over the course of this retreat people who thought that they would never, ever be able to do a handstand, and then all of a sudden they were upside down, holding a handstand with so much support around them that they began to trust themselves. So often when we're doing inversions, it can be really scary. People have come with fear and mental blocks and feel like it's impossible, but all of a sudden it becomes possible, and it's so inspiring. It's so inspiring, and it's such a pleasure to teach, and it brings so much joy, not just to us, but to everyone in the space. Some of the feedback that we got after the workshop was that they just enjoyed supporting one another, holding one another, which was just so nice to hear.
Yeah, and feeling supported. So through these two different workshops, one, fundamentals, you really get to learn the very specific things that are going to help you feel strong and connected, so you can modify your practice so that your body is feeling its best. Yoga practice to be used for you individually to feel your best throughout your life. And then using those fundamental practices during these beautiful practices throughout the week, you really progress in ways that maybe you wouldn't have without the opportunity to really break down and refine. And then later in the week, the inversions or handstands or progression workshop, you get to use those skills that you've learned and really amplify and progress. So if you're somebody who's done yoga, maybe on and off a little, or you're a really dedicated practitioner, but there's not always time to really dedicate your entire day to yoga, this is your opportunity. We dedicate the entire day to yoga and to working with each person to help them in the areas that they want to progress in, so your practice can be yours and amplified and amazing to take home with you.
It's just been the best. And just speaking from my own personal experience of this retreat, life is so busy and full outside. And even just teaching on this retreat, I feel rejuvenated. My body feels amazing. Oh my goodness. I had a sore hip before I came, my back was feeling achy, and all of that has just melted away. The warm weather, the sunshine, and so it makes being in your practice feel so juicy and so delicious.
I'm feeling so open and free in my body. And that's kind of my aim for a yoga practice. I want to feel really good. And this week gives you the opportunity to do all the things that nourish and support you, including this lovely community. Being connected to other yogis is such a nice way to feel like, yeah, I have my inner practices that help me, but also we're in this beautiful community collective. And most of the retreat participants, the yogis have mentioned, that's a highlight for them. It's not always common to find other beautiful people to connect with and share with. And we're so lucky. The Warrior One yogis are amazing, open-hearted, open-minded, and we've had such a wonderful time connecting to each individual person, friends, family. Now it's like our own little yoga fam.
It's just beautiful.
So if this sounds like, okay, I've listened this far, I must like it enough, I'm interested, we would really love to have you join us. 2026, maybe even better. Because Warrior One's been refining this retreat experience over 10 years. We've really got so many beautiful opportunities and like curated to create and cultivate the conditions for you to feel your best, whether that means downtime or amplifying, progressing your practice. There's something here for you that's gonna help you feel your best. And if you're like, yes, I feel it, full body yes, my heart, my gut, I'm in. We love talking about this. If you hadn't noticed how many minutes in are we? This is our favorite thing to talk about. And so we'd love to chat with you. Is this right for me? Here's my questions, concerns, or like, how do I sign up? Give us a call, let us know. We'd love to have you join us. We love it so much.
It's been the best time ever.
It's really probably one of the best weeks of my entire life.
Me too. I'm very grateful for this opportunity of myself.
And we get to come back and do it again together. So join us. We'd love to see you in 2026.
If you loved today's episode, please subscribe, leave us a review, and share with your friends. If you'd like to learn more about what we do, visit warrior1yoga.com.au and follow us on socials. We'll see you on the yoga mat.